What if your money could quietly grow? What if risk didn't mean losing everything? Imagine building wealth without sleepless nights. Sounds impossible, but it isn't anymore. Most people fear investing because of losses. They hear stories of sudden financial disasters. They see markets crash and panic instantly, so they avoid investing completely and stay stuck. But doing nothing is actually the biggest risk. Inflation silently eats your money every year. Your savings lose value without you noticing, and slowly your financial future weakens. Here's the truth nobody clearly explains. Investing doesn't have to be dangerous. It can actually be calm and controlled. You just need the right approach. Low risk investing is not about luck. It's about strategy, patience, and discipline. Anyone can start, even with little money. You don't need to be a finance expert. You don't need thousands to begin. You only need the right mindset and a clear understanding of small steps. Let me ask you something important. Would you rather gamble or grow steadily? Most successful investors choose steady growth. They avoid unnecessary risks and hype. They focus on consistency over quick wins. That's the real secret of wealth building. Not speed, but sustainability over time. Think of investing like planting seeds. You water them regularly and patiently. You don't dig them up daily. Growth takes time, but becomes powerful. Now imagine doing this with money. Small amounts turning into meaningful wealth, slowly, quietly, but very reliably growing. That's the power of low-risk investing. But here's where most people fail. They either overthink or never start, or they chase risky, fast returns. Both paths usually lead to disappointment. You deserve a smarter, safer approach, one that protects and grows your money, one that fits your everyday life. No stress, no confusion, no panic, just simple, consistent financial progress. And it starts with understanding basics, not complex charts or confusing jargon, just clear, practical steps anyone can follow. You're closer to starting than you think. You don't need perfect timing to begin. You just need to begin wisely and avoid the mistakes most people make. That's exactly what you'll learn here. Step by step, simple and powerful. By the end, you'll feel confident starting, not overwhelmed, not scared, but ready to take control of your future. Let's move into how this actually works. Let's start with a simple real-life example. Meet Ali, someone just like you. He had savings sitting idle for years. He feared losing money in investments, so he avoided markets completely and waited. Meanwhile, prices kept rising every single year. His money slowly lost real purchasing power. He didn't notice until things became expensive. One day, he decided to learn basics, not trading, not gambling, and just smart investing. He discovered low-risk options many ignore, options that grow money slowly but safely. He started with a very small amount, no pressure, no big financial commitments, just a simple step towards learning. His first choice was a savings instrument, something stable, predictable, and easy to understand. The returns were small but consistent. That gave him confidence to continue investing. Then he explored diversified investment options. He didn't put everything in one place. That reduced his risk significantly over time. This strategy is called diversification in investing. It protects you when one investment underperforms. Slowly, Ali built a simple portfolio, a mix of safe and slightly growing assets. He avoided risky shortcuts and trending hype. Instead, he followed a clear, disciplined approach. Every month, he invested a fixed amount, even when markets felt uncertain or slow. This habit is called consistent investing. It removes emotions from your decisions. Over time, his money started compounding. Small returns began building on each other. This is where real growth begins happening, not instantly, but steadily and reliably. Many people ignore this powerful effect because they want quick, visible results, but slow growth often wins long-term. Ali understood this and stayed patient. He tracked progress but didn't obsess daily. That kept his mind calm and focused. Now here's something important to consider. What would happen if he never started? His money would keep losing value silently, and opportunities would pass without action. Starting small changed his entire financial direction. It gave him control over his future. You might see yourself in Ali's story. Maybe you'll also hesitate or feel uncertain. That's completely normal for most beginners, but hesitation should not stop your progress. You don't need perfect knowledge to begin. You just need the right first step and a simple low-risk strategy to follow. And in the next part, things get interesting because there's a hidden truth most ignore, a mindset shift that changes everything completely. It will challenge what you believe about risk and show you a smarter way forward. Here's the twist most beginners never realize. Low risk does not mean low intelligence. It actually requires more discipline and patience. Many people chase high returns without understanding risks. They believe risk equals reward automatically, but that belief is dangerously incomplete. Smart investors focus on risk management first because protecting money matters more than growing quickly. Losses hurt more than gains feel good. This is a powerful psychological reality. Avoiding big losses keeps your journey stable, and stability builds builds confidence over time. Here's another surprising truth to understand. Time matters more than timing the market. Most people try predicting perfect entry points. They wait endlessly for the right moment, but that moment rarely feels perfect, so they delay and miss opportunities. Meanwhile, consistent investors keep moving forward. They invest regularly, regardless of short-term noise. This strategy reduces the impact of volatility. It spreads risk across different time periods and builds long-term momentum quietly. Now think about your own behavior honestly. Do you wait or take small action? Waiting feels safe, but often costs more. Action feels risky, but builds experience. Experience is what creates confident investors. Without action, fear continues growing stronger. With action, fear slowly loses control. Here's where perspective changes everything. Risk is not just about losing money. Risk is also about missed opportunities. Not investing is actually a hidden risk, a slow, invisible, long-term financial loss. Now consider this powerful comparison carefully. One person invests small amounts consistently. Another person waits for perfect conditions. Years later, the difference becomes massive, not because of luck, but consistency. This is the deeper truth most overlook. Wealth is built quietly, not dramatically. There are no shortcuts that last long, only systems that work over time. And low-risk investing is exactly that system. It removes emotional decisions from your journey. It replaces guessing with structured discipline. It turns uncertainty into manageable progress. Now here's the real shift happening. You're no longer thinking like a beginner. You're starting to think like an investor, someone who values safety and steady growth, someone who understands the power of patience. This mindset alone changes your future direction, but mindset is only the beginning. You still need clear, actionable steps ahead. What exactly should you do next? Where should you put your money safely? That's exactly what we'll uncover next. Let's move into practical actions you can take. Now let's turn knowledge into real action. Starting small is your strongest advantage today. You don't need large capital to begin. Even tiny steps can build powerful momentum. First, define a clear financial goal. Know why you want to invest money. Goals give direction and reduce emotional decisions. Next, build a simple emergency safety fund. This protects you from unexpected financial pressure. It prevents panic during market fluctuations later. Once ready, choose low-risk investment options. Start with stable and predictable instruments first. Avoid anything you don't fully understand yet. Knowledge always reduces risk in investing. Consider spreading money across different assets. Never put everything into one single option. Diversification protects you from sudden losses. It creates balance in your financial journey. Now, set a fixed monthly investment habit. Treat it like a non-negotiable expense. Consistency matters more than amount invested. Even small amounts grow over time. Use automation if possible for discipline. This removes emotional interference from decisions. Next, track progress, but avoid daily checking. Obsessing creates fear and unnecessary stress. Think long-term, not daily market movements. Time smooths out most short-term volatility. Learn continuously, but avoid information overload. Focus only on useful, practical knowledge. Ignore hype, trends, and risky shortcuts. They often lead to losses and regret. Stick to your simple, proven strategy. Simplicity is powerful when applied consistently. Now let's address your biggest hidden fear. What if the market goes down? It will, and that's completely normal. Markets rise and fall in cycles, but long-term trends usually move upward. That's why patience becomes your greatest asset. Stay calm during downturns and stay consistent. Those moments often create the best opportunities. Remember, you are building a long journey, not chasing quick profits or excitement. This approach protects both money and mindset and builds confidence with every step. Now imagine your future 5 years ahead. Small, consistent investments becoming meaningful wealth. Financial stress slowly replaced by confidence. That future is completely possible for you, but only if you start today. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Take your first step, however small it is, because action creates clarity and momentum. The longer you wait, the harder it feels. So break that cycle starting today. You now have knowledge, clarity, and direction. All that remains is your decision. Will you stay stuck or start growing? The choice is yours. Make it count. You've come this far, and it matters. Most people never even reach this point. They stay stuck in fear and hesitation, but you chose to learn and understand. That already sets you apart from many. Now it's time to make it real. Knowledge without action changes absolutely nothing. Action turns ideas into powerful outcomes. Let's bring everything together one final time. You don't need to take huge risks. That you don't need perfect knowledge to start. You don't need large amounts of money. You only need small, consistent steps forward. That's the foundation of low-risk investing. Start small, stay consistent, and stay patient. Avoid chasing fast and risky opportunities. Focus on building a strong financial habit, because habits shape your long-term success. Think of this as a lifestyle change, not a one-time decision or experiment. Every month is a new opportunity. Every step builds your future stability, and every action increases your confidence. Remember Ailey from earlier in the story. His journey began with a single step. Not perfect, not big, just consistent. Over time, everything started changing slowly. That same path is available to you. You just have to begin today. Fear will always try holding you back, but progress happens when you move anyway. You don't eliminate fear before starting. You reduce fear by taking action. That's how confidence is truly built, step by step, decision by decision. Now picture yourself 1 year later. You've built a consistent investing habit. Your money is growing steadily and safely. You feel more in control financially. That version of you is possible, but only if you take action now. Not waiting, not delaying, just starting. Even the smallest step counts today, because small steps lead to big changes, and big changes create powerful futures. You are capable of building real wealth. You are capable of staying disciplined. You are capable of learning continuously. Believe that and move forward confidently. The journey will not always feel easy, but it will always be worth it. Growth requires patience and consistent effort, and you now understand how it works. So take that first step today. Open that account, invest that amount. Start small, but start with intention. Your future self will thank you, because you chose action over hesitation and growth over fear and uncertainty. This is your moment. Don't let it pass.